from the health institutions that got debunked, and these independent sites that I'm sure NewsGuard is saying beware of and stay away from were the ones that were questioning them the whole time and ended up getting vindicated. And yet these rankings don't change because they're not about determining reliability, but controlling information. Let me ask you about this other story that you've been writing about. You had an article. We covered this story too. We didn't have the same title on our report as you, but yours was Amy Klobuchar, You Suck. And it was about the fact that Amy Klobuchar and some other Democrat in Congress, who's a ranking member of some committee, I think the Elections Committee, wrote to Amazon basically insisting that Amazon exclude from its services any news that comes from Rumble and Substack, our two platforms, which would mean that Amazon would be barred from using anything that we report in whatever it's telling people to believe. For those people who didn't hear, who didn't see that show or who don't remember it, talk about what Amy Klobuchar did. There's the headline: Twitter files extra, Amy Klobuchar went too far even for pro-censorship media. And you're talking about the Twitter files here, who were cheering when one of her proposals for censorship was banned. So there's something in the Twitter files about Amy Klobuchar, and then this other case of her going to Bezos and Amazon.
Yeah, I mean, the Bezos case that targets Substack and Rumble is a classic example of that sort of merry-go-round. I mean, there are other analogies there that are probably too rude to use on the air, but look,
we're an R-rated show. We're an R-rated show, but
it's a reach around, basically. I mean, like this is the Washington. It starts with a Washington Post article, right, which complains about how Alexa is citing Substack and Rumble, and some of the contributors are making points about what they call election misinformation, or claiming that the 2020 election, that Trump won it. And as a result of this article, Amy Klobuchar and the other congressman you mentioned, Joe Morell from, I believe it's the Rochester area in New York, they send a letter to Jeff Bezos now at Amazon in his other hat, demanding that he take measures to prevent the even accidental citing of either of our sites, Rumble or Substack. And again, what's so critical about this is it's the same pattern as you saw with the consortium case. The consortium has 6 articles that the Pentagon takes issue with, but it demerits all 20,000 in their library. Here, God knows how many articles in Substack they object to, or Rumble they object to, but they want to ban the entire platform, basically,